Thank you so much for pressing play. You know, every time you press play, it gives me inspiration to do another video. So I have been radio silent for the last maybe 4 weeks. Reason being is me and my family, we all had got COVID, and we got COVID it's been about a month ago now. So you haven't heard from me because the first 2 weeks we were pretty much in the house recovering from COVID. It wasn't as bad as I anticipated it, but one of the things that, for me, wasn't as bad. The first 2 days were like my taste buds, and then every day after that was more like being fatigued and just headaches every now and then. But it wasn't as bad. But my wife, same thing, and then my daughter, 2 days for her, and then day 3, she was running around, zipping around, pretty much back to normal. But one of the things that, as we went through it, I was thinking about when COVID first started. One of the things that I guess you can call it a mantra of sorts. I would always say that I'm gonna act as if I already have it. Meaning, like, I would say to myself, what would I do if I had COVID today? How would I prepare? How would I recover? So one of the things that we did is we started taking more vitamin D, which is a really critical thing. Vitamin D, getting exercise, eating fruits and vegetables, doing things that if we had COVID, we would, be prepared, and so that we can bounce back quicker than we had anticipated. But one of the lessons that I got out of that is the act of being proactive and finding areas in your life where, I'm not going to say you're preparing for the worst, but you have a general idea of what the worst could be, and you begin preparing for the best You begin preparing and optimizing for the best possible outcome. A lot of trucks today. But anyway, yeah. So it was an interesting experience, and in the week, it took me about a week and a half to 2 weeks to kind of get acclimated back into society because of being in the house pretty much for 2 weeks straight, which was pretty difficult for me, which was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. But it was a blessing in disguise, right? So when I go through times like that, I always, in the back of my mind, I always say, you know what, I'm going to come out of this stronger than what I went into this. And that's always been my mantra. Even when, 2 years ago when the pandemic hit, that's what I was like, I'm coming out of this better than when I went in. And that's what happened. That's what I kept on, just telling myself that. And it's not easy, but it's just a simple mindset adjustment that I had to make, because I'm not going to allow anything to stop the momentum that I've been creating and have created over the last whatever. But I just wanted to share that with you real quick. So I just wanted to really just tap back in with you. I don't have much to say today. Very busy with work and everything. I'll be traveling a lot. So you'll be seeing me doing videos from where my locations. I'll be in San Francisco and LA next week, and then the week after that I'll be in Denver and Chicago. So, and then the week after that I'll be in Austin. So anyway, the next couple of weeks I'll be traveling. I'll document, my travel and what I'm seeing and everything. But I just wanted to mainly just tap in with everybody, just to say what's up. I'm alive. I'm gonna be back on my videos. Because it's helpful. I think it's helpful for me, and hopefully it's helpful for you. Because when you press that play, it just gives me that, like I said, the inspiration. But anyway, I'll be hanging out in the comments a little bit. As you see, I'm drinking my coffee. I'm here at one of my favorite coffee shops, La Vida Cafe. I was going to show that. Let's see if I can get you. Let's see. La Vida Cafe, downtown Allentown. Yeah. So I'll be hanging out in the comments for a little bit, so if you want to just tell me how you've been, happy to hear that. Peace.